Hi, Staar speaking here. Today I'm just making a quick video just about Nanacast.com. This is just because the reason I'm making this video is because I ran into a massive stumbling block when setting things up with Nanacast. Would definitely recommend Nanacast if you're kind of a high-end internet marketer. Wouldn't really recommend it if you're just starting out because it is quite expensive. It starts at about $100 a month. What I'm going to be showing you today is to do with their viral premium account, which is $150 a month. But like I said, it was quite simple to set up, nothing particularly complicated. It's all kind of like wizard driven, which is really cool. However, the one thing I did run into problems with was the membership and Cname settings, which is the main feature you get when you get a viral premium account. So first of all, I just want to quickly just tell you why we would need to be using these settings. The main reason is because I like to provide all of my products now within a membership site. The days of having a simple download page are kind of gone now, really, particularly with video-based products. Most of my products kind of like 20, 30, sometimes 40 videos long. I'm embedding videos into the page, so there's a huge amount of content, so I can't really deliver that on a download page. So I have to really now create membership sites for every single one of my products, even if it's just a one-off payment. So the client pays, say, $37 one-off payment for the product. Then they're given a username and password where they can log in and view the training videos. So this is to do with the membership area. So you can actually build these membership sites all within nanacast.com. But there's two ways you can do it. So the first way you can do it is by using something called Cname. So so this is a membership site I've set up for one of my new products inside AdSense.com. And when people actually go to log in to view the content, all they need to type in is members.insideadsense.com, and then it automatically forwards to this login page. Even though this is all hosted within the nanocast.com system. So I'm not hosting this page, Nanacast is hosting this page. So you can either do it this way, where you're using your own domain name. This is another one I've set up, which this site's not actually finished yet. This is still in the development phases. But this site here has not used a masked domain name. So you can see here, to log into this, we have to type in nanocast.com / I've just called this Sarah Test. Obviously this would be called something like sarahstarmembership.com, or so it would be nanocast.com / Sarah Star Membership. So obviously it's much better to have your product name in the domain name than Nanacast, because people will get confused. I'm sure the customers would get confused. Some of them would probably just go straight to nanocast.com. They wouldn't know what Nanacast is. I know that there would be customer confusion there. So I like to mask my domain names using the domain masking feature, which is within the Nanacast settings. You only get this with a viral premium account. Now I kind of figured when I bought this that this is going to be the thing that is confusing, and I was correct. The actual user manual that comes with Nanacast is really good, and they've got some fantastic training videos, but when it came to this, their kind of training sucked, really, and I spent like 3 days going backwards and forwards with their technical support, and I didn't really get the answers to my questions, and I had to figure it out myself. So I thought I'd make this quick video just to show you how to set things up, because it is a little bit complicated. And to be honest, like I said, I did find it difficult. So that's why I'm making this video, just to kind of show you how I've set things up and how I've done it. Now I just want to really kind of stress this right now. I am not an expert when it comes to domain names, Cname changing, DNS settings. So if you're a real technical person, yeah, you can probably poke holes in what I'm about to tell you, but the reason I'm making this video is just because I'm showing you a way of doing something that works for me, and I got this working this way, okay? So when I was doing this, I was searching for videos on YouTube, couldn't find anything. I was getting so frustrated, and I just wish there had been a video. So in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I'm doing it, I'm sure there are lots and lots of different ways to do it, maybe even technically better ways to do it, but this is the kind of quick and dirty way to do it. So let's get started. Okay, one thing to note is the domain name which we're using. We can obviously host our membership site there, but obviously we're going to need a sales page as well. Now Nanacast, you can actually host your sales page with Nanacast if you wish, or you can use your own domain name for your sales page. Obviously having your own domain name is better for branding. So for instance, if for my Staar membership site, for instance, if I wanted to host my sales page with Nanacast, I could do that, which in some cases might be good if you want to use their hosting, because they have very robust hosting. So if you're doing a big launch, it might be quite a good idea. However, if you do host with Nanacast, the domain name by default would be nanacast.com/your product name. Again, this isn't fantastic. If you have a sales page, you do not want it to be nanacast.com/your product name. So again, this is not great. You can, with the domain masking feature, which we're going to be talking about in this video, the Cname settings, we can set it so that our sales page is our domain name. Okay, so that is possible, and I'll show you how to do that. However, for instance, I have here the sales page. I haven't put any text on the sales page yet, but I brought this up because if you do host your sales page with nanacast.com, by default you have to have this form at the bottom of your sales page. Now I might be wrong here because I'm quite new to Nanacast, but from what I understand, you need to have this form at the bottom of your sales page. Obviously you can change the buy now button. Personally, I don't like this form. I wouldn't want a form like this on my sales page. You could have this form as a step 2 in the sales process, so someone clicks on the order now button and then it comes up, it comes onto a page like this. If you look at the sales page for OptimizePress.com, this is what they've done. OptimizePress, there is a big internet marketing product. They use Nanacast, and the way they've done it is they just have a buy now button on their sales page, which is pretty standard. You click on it and it comes through to this form here. Obviously this button isn't buy now, it just says step 3 purchase. So this is just another way you can do it. So obviously if you host your sales page with nanacast.com, you have to have this form on the actual sales page, and I really don't like this. So the other option is to have a completely separate domain name with your sales page on it, which is what I do. So I have a completely separate domain name, and on that domain name is where I host my sales page. I actually haven't set this up yet, but what will actually happen is it won't be InsideAdsense.com, it would be something like InsideAdsense.net. And if you go to InsideAdsense.com, it will forward to InsideAdsense.net. I hope this is clear. It is confusing, but I'm just going to go through this in this video just to kind of clarify everything. Okay, so step 1, we obviously need a domain name, so go out and purchase a domain name, so yourproductname.com. Like I said, you're going to need two domain names. I'm probably going to be using .com and .net, so probably it's best to have the .net as your, well, you can have the .net as the sales page or the .com as your membership site. So one is for your membership site, one is for your sales page. So what we're dealing with here are the Cname settings for your membership site. So I've got InsideAdsense.com is what we bought, and then when people want to log in to the membership site, they just go to members.insideadsense.com. So that's where I've done it so that people can log in easily. So what you need to do is you need to type in http://members.yourdomainname.com. Okay, and then in this field here, Cname domain, you just type in members.yourdomainname.com. Cname domain name in text format, it's just the same thing again, members.insideadsense.com, and then you click on commit. Okay, that's really important. Now when you're doing all this stuff, it can take like 20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 10 hours for all this stuff to take effect with Cname changes. This is not to do with Nanacast, this is just to do with the way domain names work. So next we're going to go into GoDaddy. And this is, I'm just going to log in. I'm just going to pause the video and just log in and go to the InsideAdsense.com control panel for that domain name. Okay, so this is the InsideAdsense.com domain name. It's like the control panel within GoDaddy. I use GoDaddy. I'm sure the other hosting services are going to be very similar, but just wanted to go through this. Okay, so we're in here, InsideAdsense.com. We then need to go into something called DNS Manager. Now this is where I got totally lost before, but we go in here and we click on DNS Manager. This will bring up another page. And then we scroll down and we find our website, InsideAdsense.com, and we click on Edit Zone. Okay, so this brings up this page here, lots of strange and weird settings. And what we're interested in is this thing here that says Cname. Okay, so we've got various different settings here. Okay. And these are the settings. I was, going through this. We couldn't get this working. I went through with this with support over several days actually, and finally got this working, which is why I've got lots of different things set up here. I think when you have a new site, @ will be already there. FTP @ will be already set up, but you need to add these. I put test so that we don't need that, but you're going to need to add this one here, this one, not sure about this one, but you're going to need to also add this one. So, like I said, we were going through lots of different testing here with the support people, which is why there's probably more than you need in here. All you need to do is click on Quick Add, and then type in members. I've already got this, so I won't type it in because I don't want to have more than one. And then type in nanacast.com. Okay, so that's the first one you need to type in, and then in this drop down menu here you want to select this to ½ hour, so that will mean that it will update within ½ an hour. Okay, so if you leave it on 1 hour, you're going to have to wait an hour for this to be updated. Stick it on ½ an hour, that means it will be updated within ½ an hour. It will work within ½ an hour. So that's the members one. So I'm going to cancel this because I've already done it, and then you need to do one for Quick Add for www. So you just type in www, and then in this field you need to type in your domain name. So I put InsideAdsense.com. Okay, then select that to ½ hour. Okay, after every time you do one of these, you need to click Save Zone File. So I've just closed this because I don't want to add another one, but what you'll need to do is scroll to the bottom and click Save Zone File. Okay, and then you'll have www pointing to your domain-name.com, and you'll have members pointing to nanacast.com. Okay, so that's it really, as far as the DNS is concerned. It says this will update within ½ an hour. It might take longer. I think Nanacast have to do something at their end as well. It did take a couple of hours for this to work, and I think one of them, when we were doing some of this testing, it was like an overnight before it worked. So that's really all there is to the DNS zone. Now the big thing which completely got me confused with this, if I just go back to the domain control panel, just go back to, here we go, so we're back in the domain control panel. I mistakenly thought that I could go in and change the name servers to my own name servers on my HostGator account, so that I could host my sales page on InsideAdsense.com. I originally thought I could have InsideAdsense.com be my self-hosted sales page, and then I thought people could go to members.InsideAdsense.com to go to the membership site hosted by Nanacast, but that's not possible. So the name server settings only work if you're using the GoDaddy name server. So when you purchase a domain name and your domain name is parked, okay, by default when you purchase a domain name from GoDaddy, and then you go to the domain name, you'll see like a GoDaddy holding page. Okay, now the stupid thing about this whole thing is that to make these name servers work, if I just go back here, to make this all work, so that when people go to members.yourwebsite.com to log into the membership area, to make that work, you have to have your domain name parked by GoDaddy, which is crazy really. So if somebody went to yourdomainname.com, they would just see a GoDaddy holding page, and then when they log in, they go to members.yourdomainname.com, and then it works. So that's really stupid. So the only way around that is to forward your domain name to your sales page. So I hope that makes sense. Again, this is not really a video for beginners, but so all you need to do is click on forward domain, and then I've set up a forwarding. So if someone goes to InsideAdsense.com, okay, it is at the moment it is forwarded to the Nanacast. Here we go, to the Nanacast self-hosted sales page. Okay, and I got that domain name address from here. So this is the Nanacast gave me an address of the self-hosted sales page, which was here in the optional hosted sales page settings. Okay, I had to stick in an alias, I called it members, but that could obviously be sales page. So if somebody now goes to let me just find it. Yeah, so if someone goes to InsideAdsense.com, that boom redirects to my sales page. But obviously I don't want to use a self-hosted sales page, but this is how you would do it if you wanted to host your sales page with nanacast.com. But like I said, I don't want to host my sales page with nanacast.com because they make you use this form on your sales page. So what I'd recommend you do, and this is what I'm going to be doing, is purchase a second domain name. So I'm going to purchase InsideAdsense.net and then forward InsideAdsense.com to InsideAdsense.net. So if someone goes to InsideAdsense.com, it's automatically forwarded to InsideAdsense.net, and that's where the sales page is. If someone goes to members.InsideAdsense.com, they're forwarded to the login page, which is here. Okay, so someone goes to members.InsideAdsense.com, they're forwarded to this page here, which is where I want them to log in. If someone goes to InsideAdsense.com, they'll then be forwarded to a separate domain name where my sales page is hosted, and that's going to be InsideAdsense.net. Hope that makes sense. I know it's really complicated, but this was a massive stumbling block which I came up across when getting this whole thing to work. Affiliates will still get their commissions because you can set up the actual sales page website address for affiliates to get their commission from within Nanacast. I'm not going to go into that in this video because their instructions are very, very clear on that, but this is just something I wanted to make because when I was trying to get this all working, I was searching and searching and searching on the internet for videos trying to, explaining how to get this all working. There weren't any. The manual, let's just go to here, they do have a knowledge base here, setting up CNames in GoDaddy. They don't explain this in detail. The screenshots are out of date because they're taken probably a couple of years ago. GoDaddy has changed their interface, and they don't really explain it very well that you can't have your own hosted sales page on the same domain name. They don't explain that here. So I didn't really understand it, and that's why I've made this video. If you've got any questions about this, comment below the video. Be quite happy to ask them as long as they're not too long and too technical, and feel free to share this video.